I have been a grassroots community organizer since my early days in college in the mid-1970s. So I've about 30 years of work now. And for about the first 15 of those 30 years, I was involved in a whole bunch of single-issue activist stuff, like clear-cut logging, anti-nuclear power and nuclear weapons activism, all sorts of ecological activism. And what I finally realized after all of those years was that almost everything I had been doing was a symptom of corporate rule. When I was in 9th grade in junior high, in a social studies class, I was so troubled by how much kids littered around me that I decided to organize a survey. And I came up with a whole bunch of really intriguing questions, and I wrote them all down on a sheet of paper, and I made copies for 4 different social studies classes, like 80 kids. And I had them fill them out and explain why they littered or if they littered, and basically what that relationship was for them between all the crap that was being thrown on the ground in their lives. Did they notice it? Did it bother them? Why did they do it? I was really trying to get inside the heads of my peers, try to understand at least one little piece of why things were so screwed up. If people want to get involved in this movement that's spreading around the country to challenge corporate constitutional rights, it really is a paradigm shift of thinking. So really the first step is to understand it. It's not just learning about a single issue. And I would encourage people to go to a couple of websites and then contact me. You can go to poclad.org, POCLAD.org. You can go to DUHC.org. You can go to a public interest law firm, Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund. Their initials CELDF.org, who have passed more than 100 ordinances in Pennsylvania and beyond on this topic. And I just started a website, Cienfuegos.com. My last name CIENFUEGOS, paulcienfuegos.com, and get in touch.